Do the intro, man.
You guys ready for the intro?
With like no sound. It's got no sound, dude.
Oh, I went too far.
Yes, you did.
There's our faces. I'm working on this thing. Don't worry. We're going to get this thing down. It's going to be cool.
Oh, I'm worried.
Sorry, the 9 of you, 13 of you that are watching. Okay, so we're having some technical issues with Queasy. He's got that old man syndrome real bad, and he's having trouble.
He's gonna be super. Trouble. He's gonna be super mad at you too for saying that.
He is. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. But you'll be here in a minute, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. So go ahead and join up with us in the comments and this and that. And I'm wearing green. Jeremy's not.
I am wearing green.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey, happy St. Patty's Day.
Let's crack them open. Down the hatch.
I'm drinking like a true Irishman. I'm drinking
true
whiskey.
Irishman. Bro, I got it all. I got beer, whiskey, rum. Be just a cocktail of vomiting later.
Wow. That doesn't sound very good. Let's go over some of these crazy free agents that have been signing. So just so you guys know that next week, our next show, we're going to be doing the free agent frenzy that we did last year. It was a real big hit.
I love that one.
It's honestly, we could do it right now. There's a ton of guys that have already been signed. Pretty big deals. Hassan Reddick just got signed to the Panthers. So that's a big pickup for them on that defensive line. And I saw news where probably arguably the best remaining free agent out there is Kenny Golladay. And he is scheduled to have a meeting with the Giants. So he could become a football giant soon.
I don't hate that. I really like Daniel Jones.
I think it would definitely make them better. I don't know if it's going to really like make Golladay much better, going over there. But, hey, Matt, what up? So, and then.
Hey, Matt, you're the man.
You the man, Matt. If you guys have seen, Andrew, did you see like all of the guys that the Patriots have signed?
Yeah, no, fire them off.
Dude, they have signed. I don't even have the list pulled up. I just know that they signed Jonnu Smith. Let me pull it up. Patriots free agent signings. They have, man. They've went crazy with all the guys that they've signed. Definitely the most active team I've seen up to date. Still going on. It's still early. But they signed, of course, Jonnu Smith, that tight end from Tennessee, which is a big blow to all Titans fans because he's an athletic dude.
Yes.
And then they also they doubled down and got another tight end in Hunter Henry. So from the Chargers, So man, they're trying to go back. It looks like to when they had Gronk.
Wait a minute.
And the he who shall not be named, Quincy. Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hi, Andy. See you waving there. Hey, Andy.
Queasy!
Hey, man. It was hard to get them handcuffs off, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, I feel it,
Hey, buddy. We already cracked them open and started talking about free agents. So show us your Irish and drink a little bit. Hey, we're Irish twins.
Oh.
Yes,
Hey, we're twins drinking whiskey. Woo, woo, woo.
Yes, sir.
Queasy.
Sorry, fellas. Yeah.
No, you're good. Check this out, man. What do you think about the Patriots and all of their signings? And if I'm not mistaken, we just covered the Patriots like last show, right? Didn't we just do the Patriots?
It was the show before, but yeah, we did.
They have been going crazy in this free agent stuff, man.
And I didn't even believe that they doubled down on tight ends.
Yes, I guess I was just you jumped in like you were listening.
Yeah,
Jonnu Smith was huge, and then they doubled
was
down on
already huge. Then when somebody said when they got Hunter Henry, I was like, man, what would they get him for?
Thanks, Matt.
I can tell you what they're doing, man. They're going right back to what they used to have when they had Gronk and they had the murderer on their team.
Exactly, and that's a good thing. They're gonna keep the field short for Cam Newton, so that's gonna basically help save his arm and also the offensive lineman. So it gives you that run pass threat, and that they'll be good at. He'll be good at. I think he'll be more, especially from Carolina having Olsen. I think he'll be more things he'll be familiar with.
I agree. And then they also brought in that wide receiver, Nelson Aguilar, who's he had some real good games. He was kind of spotty, but definitely talented. So
yes, he's got better hands than what they have already. I think they're up in the age. He proved himself last year because he was actually on the downhill.
Yeah, he had a few games, but I think he's battling through some injury. There goes my phone.
He wasn't he might have battled through the injury, but what helped him get some playing times was other guys getting injured.
That's true.
On the Raiders, I think it was.
So I wanted to kind of throw it out there. The Cam Newton signing, it's been one of the bigger stories going on this week in free agency. Real quick, because we got a lot to go through tonight. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I can understand what they're doing now. I think the picture's become a little more clear after you see all these free agent signings. I'm pretty sure that they're going to go after a quarterback in this draft, and they're going to get somebody that they can sit behind Cam for this year. They're going to have 1 year because they've only signed him to the one. It's pretty telling that what they saw, they figured they could build a team around him and then get somebody that fits that skill set. So I think they're going to go after that Trey Lance because they can get him further down in the draft, or they're going to try and get Justin Fields. That's what I think.
Oh, that would be nasty.
Yeah. At 15?
And I don't know if it'll be at 15. We'll see. I don't think they'll. I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Matt says he doesn't like Cam Newton. I appreciate the comment there, bud.
Matt, I don't either.
Yeah. You and Jeremy like y'all on that Cam hate real hard. Now, I don't like it. He's not a Patriots quarterback. I think there's somewhere else they could have went looking for a quarterback, gotten him a little cheaper. And it looks like they're trying to go for the old school Brady build, like Jeremy was talking about, the 2 tight end sets and this and that. So I don't necessarily like Cam for that fit, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But I could name off 5 other quarterbacks off the top of my head that I would have rather had to run that scheme.
Yeah,
at least.
But it is what it is. Let us know what you guys think about the Cam Newton signing for sure, though. Queasy, what you got, brother?
I can see them going after a quarterback in the draft. To me, it'd probably be like Mac Jones from Alabama. I think he'll be available, and that way they won't have to give up a draft pick. And I think he'll be a decent fit for them. So,
Cam Newton dressing like Steven Tyler.
I think he's surpassed even Steven Tyler on how he dresses now. He dressed like a real woman.
Yeah. But I think he'll be good there. I was surprised that they jumped out on Cam. Again, I think Cam deserves another shot, but I think he deserved a shot at the Redskins or at the Washington football team. Sorry.
I'm offended.
You did it again.
Them signing it was definitely a surprise. I thought they would have waited and maybe got going after Sam Darnold or Mariota or even Trubisky. A lot of those guys I think you could have got pretty cheap in a sense. Mm-hmm. A lot of fallout from all this little quarterback movement.
Washington said, no, let me have some of that Fitz magic.
Yeah, I would never seen that as the starting quarterback. That was like Fitz magic.
He's the king of transitioning those. So maybe I'm sure that's what he's there for.
And if he's the king, then Tyrod Taylor is the prince.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. He's another.
Tyrod's been everywhere, man.
Tyrod is on the move, but this time I think instead of a transitional role, it's more of a security role for the Houston Texans in case Deshaun Watson holds out.
I believe you call that a contingency plan. He is the contingency plan.
He in fact is.
Sure. All right, who's going first? Y'all got some free agent stuff, or we want to jump into it?
Speaking of Tyrod Taylor, I'm going to fire it off with my Texans, baby. Y'all going to let me have this one. All right. So,
are they still your Texans?
No, I'm the GM right now, so they kind of are. I quit the Patriots. I straightened them up, and the Texans hired me. So here we are. Next week. All right. So here's the deal. Everybody who's over here, why are the Texans holding on to Deshaun Watson? I'm one of these people as well. You can't trade him until after June 1st. or you were going to take $1 million in dead cap space. It's really going to hit. And as the Texans organization sits right now, they're riding just over $26 million. So that takes away basically all of your free agency moves that you may want to make. So it may not necessarily be a holding him hostage situation right now. It may just be like, hey, we're waiting until the moment arrives, and then we're going to trade you. Of course, that's going to be after the draft, so there's not really much we can do right now to, gain draft stock for this season. But, I made the best of it. So my strategy for the Houston Texans is to trade Deshaun Watson after June 1st. But in the free agency, we're going to go ahead and try to make moves to stiffen up this offensive line. I'm of the philosophy that if you have a good offensive line, your good players can look great. So, oh, wow. Why are the Chargers not signing anyone? Hey, Queasy's got the Chargers, and he'll get to that in just a minute. But I feel you there. I feel like the Chargers got a lot of moves to make.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
But okay, so at tackle they've got Marcus Cannon. They just the Texans just made this move with the Patriots, swapping out a couple of picks, late round picks, third, fourths, and fifths with the Patriots to acquire Marcus Cannon. He set out the 2019 season. But, 2020. He was pretty decent in the 2019 season, though. At guard, we're going to go ahead and pick up Alejandro Villanueva. You guys know him from the Steelers. He is a free agent. This is where we're splashing our $26 million. We are going to build. We are splashing, son. At center, we're going to go after
Mike. Aggressive words right there. Splashing. That's trickle. Splash.
But yeah, we're going after Mike Pouncey. He's coming to the Texans. Sorry, guys. At guard, we got Zach Fulton, and of course on the end we've got Laramie Tunsil. I like Laramie Tunsil. I don't really like a lot of these Texans linemen, but we're going to be holding on to him. So we're going to build this line, and then what we're going to do now, I'm going to kind of skip around on the timeline a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and make my trade move with Watson before I tell you my draft picks. Mike Pouncey is retired. What? I saw he was a free agent. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Pouncey was retired.
No! I have bad information. Sorry. I need to hire another center then. Apparently, they need to hire a new GM as well. Oh, man. Okay, well, anyway, we're going to rebuild the O-line.
That's when you say, we're going to bring him back out of retirement.
We're going to bring him back out of
He's
retirement.
Made a bad decision. He can't turn this money down.
Oh, what is he? I think I read he was 33. He's kind of up there, but
he could still play though.
Tooney
just came. He came out. So there's those guys that are coming out of retirement to play.
Okay, so listen. Here's the move. Watson wants to go to Miami. He's got a no trade clause. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna trade him to Miami, but I'm gonna get an arm and a leg for him because look at the Stafford deal. Oh, he's just going off my logic. He thinks the Chargers should sign Randy Moss. Hey, I agree with you.
I bet Randy Moss could still catch a few balls.
Oh, he could. He would be a distraction.
Is he retired?
Get out of here. All right. So Deshaun Watson goes to Miami after June 1st. We're going to take Tua and Lynn Bowden Jr., a 2022 first-round pick and a fifth-round pick. So we got an okay quarterback, like I said, a guy who has potential to grow. We got Lynn Bowden Jr., who's basically a Swiss Army knife in the backfield. You can put him out in the slot. I mean, this man can even throw the ball. He can do it all. So we're gonna work on some of these crazy offensive schemes. We're gonna throw a lot of slants. We're gonna creep the ball up the field. But basically, I just need to protect my quarterback long enough for him to make moves. And in the NFL draft, we don't have a pick until the third round this year, believe it or not, because, we trade away all our picks and our players. What do you know? Third round, we're going to take Shi Smith, a wide receiver out of South Carolina. I think he'd be a good move. He's a great slot receiver.
He's good.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys, And in the fourth round, God willing, these two guys slide there. I'm seeing that there are actually a lot of guys at their position rated way above them, and I thought these guys would be a steal here. Azeez Ojulari, edge rusher out of UGA, and Trey Smith, offensive line out of Tennessee. And if either one of those guys fell through, I'm looking at Trey Sermon, running back out of Ohio State. Yeah. So that's where we're sitting right now.
That's my answer too.
It's better than my Patriots, right? Right? Patriots were ugly.
No, they should go after Tom Brady. We could trade for Tom Brady.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Houston.
The Texans are in the dumpster. I'm doing what I can, guys. I'm trying to build.
Yeah, they did it to themselves.
Oh, they did.
Houston straight did it to themselves. How you trade away Hopkins?
Looking at the way things are going right now with like their coaching hires and the way they're doing players and stuff like that, like are we really going to blame what's his face head coach they just fired? What's his prick?
What's his prick?
I can't even remember his name anymore.
Wow, what a GM.
Bill O'Brien. Yeah, I fired him. He doesn't matter. I didn't fire him. My predecessor fired him. Are we even really going to blame Bill O'Brien at this point?
Yes, we'll still blame him. We'll blame everybody.
They're still making terrible.
Yes.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Jeremy, crazy. One of you guys. Let's
go.
hear it.
AFC East, New York Jets. Jets.
Suck.
Y'all suck right now, man. Y'all need a lot of help. From top to bottom, man. I'm looking at the lineup. Jesus. Okay, so there's a website that I just happened to crash upon. It's called lineups.com, but they actually like rate all the players. So they have a player rating next to them, like Madden and all that kind of crap. They have like 2 players over 80. Everybody else is in the 70s and 60s.
Oh, you were showing me this earlier.
And two of them are people they took last year in the draft. So I mean, they've got a lot of work to do. So they went 2-14 last year. They kind of screwed up and won a few games, if you want to put it that way, and let Jacksonville slide ahead of them and be the worst team and take the first overall pick in this draft. So we've got the number 2 overall pick. We got a new head coach, Robert Saleh. Good amount of cap space, somewhere around the $75 million as of late February. So they've made a couple of moves. They brought in Carl Lawson, defensive end from the Bengals. So that helps out that D-line just a little bit. He'll definitely make some noise. He had 5.5 sacks last year, which isn't a ton if you're really one of these stats guys. But he also had like one of the highest, if not the highest. It was like 33, 34, something like that, quarterback hits. So he gets to the quarterback, so that he can carry that over and make a big splash there. They also brought in on the defensive side of the ball Gerard Davis, linebacker, formerly of the Lions. That'll be a good move for them, and wide receiver Corey Davis from the Titans. So they've made some moves. I think the biggest question that most Jets fans have, however, is: are they going to keep Sam Darnold?
Are they?
Let
us know.
Yeah. I personally would not. I wouldn't blame Sam Darnold for why they were so garbage. Okay. Their offensive line and their defense and every position they have had a lot to do with that. But I got my dogs just crashed in on me. Go, beasts. Get out of here, beasts. But, since I'm the GM here, I'm going to push him. I'm going to move him. The bad thing is I'm not sure who's going to take him. So that's the time frame I have.
I have to ask, what's your reasoning for pushing Sam Darnold out? Because honestly, I feel like quarterback is their best position group right now. Like he may be one of the best players on the team, one of the 2 or 3 best players.
Take the dogs, man. Well, here's the thing. This is his last year on his rookie deal. So next year he'll have to get paid. It may not be a ton, or he may be looking for somewhere else, but go ahead and make the move now, man. We got the number 2 overall spot. I'm drafting quarterback if I can move him or not. I want to draft a quarterback that I may not have to stick right in right away.
Did you say what quarterback yet?
I have not. I want to take.
That's just the suspense. The drum roll.
I want to take Justin Fields here. And I know that at 2. I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, don't really like Justin Fields. They think that in big games he kind of fell apart and he didn't do well. But that was like 2 games. He's a good quarterback, and he's athletic. He can really move around, and you're going to need that with the crappy O-line that you've got. Yeah. Think of Deshaun Watson for his years in Houston. He's an athletic guy, and he made a lot of plays from no protection, and you're going to have a lot of that, and you're going to have something to build. But I don't even want him to start year 1. If we keep Darnold, which more than likely we're going to have to, because I don't know of anybody that's going to take him, and then you can move him in the offseason. We'll take Justin Fields and we'll let him sit, and then maybe even take over and get reps, kind of like they did Tua this year at Miami. A lot of people didn't think that Tua was going to play until later in the season, which is kind of how it went down. And then, they went back and forth. A lot of people didn't think he was ready. But Justin Fields should be. He's not coming off any kind of injury like Tua was. So,
if I may interject. Okay, this is Sesame Street here. Interject.
He loves Ohio State, first off.
First of all, big Ohio State fan. Buckeyes everywhere.
No, but check it. If you do hold off on that, again, Sam Darnold's on that last year of his rookie deal, which, if I'm correct, will make him a free agent next year.
Yeah, it might.
So you will get nothing for him.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to get anything for him this year. So,
I mean, it's better, I guess, to let him walk away. What I'm getting at, if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I feel you, and that's kind of where I'm looking at. I think that a lot of people going into this offseason wanted to move him, or at least had the thoughts of, hey, maybe we can move him because. And here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts on him.
Let me know.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you right now. Look, Sam Darnold's not a terrible quarterback, but can you really look at him and what he's done in his body of work, whatever the reason? Yeah, I see you over there. Is he a guy that is going to be your franchise quarterback? Is he a guy that's going to take you deep into the playoffs? Is he a guy that's going to win you a Super Bowl?
Gotcha.
If you're going to answer,
that was their thought when they drafted him.
And then you get to see what they've got on, what he's got on the field.
But it goes back to it. Can you blame it on him?
You can't blame it all on him.
What if he goes to? What if it's like a Tannehill situation? What if he goes to another team and it's like, oh, I was just on a trash ass team. I can actually play football.
It could, and look, Darnold had a lot of those plays, but he was spotty at times. You know what I mean? The Jets have a ton of problems. Yeah. However, what are you going to do? Hold on to him and hope that you can build your team? No, I mean, what you do is you grind through this next year. You get as many wins as you can, obviously, and then you build. I mean, you're just going to have to build. This is one of those teams that right now I don't really see I don't see a way that they're going to win their division. I don't see a way that you're going to make to the playoffs.
No.
Is that Darnold's fault? No. But does that mean that you continue to ride with him and then have to pay him after this season? No. So you have to build for your future, man, and you're going to have to start all over again. That's kind of the beast, unless you go free agent route, which what good quarterbacks out there?
I got you.
The most thrilling free agent quarterback remaining on the market is Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, Watson. It's Watson.
Watson's not a free agent.
He's not a free agent. I'm sorry. But it's somebody that the Jets definitely want.
We're gonna shake hands. We're gonna shake hands and say about a Watson here in a little bit, but we gotta wait till June 1st.
Anyway, so the Jets actually have 2 first-round picks. By the way, they've got the number 2 overall, and they've got number 23.
Okay.
So I want to take a guard. So I'm going to take a guard with my 23rd pick, and hopefully one of these guys will be there in Elijah Vera Tucker, the guard from USC. He's the highest rated guard, so he more than likely won't be there. Trey Smith, like you mentioned earlier, from Tennessee, he'll be there. He's a good, consistent guy. So I would look to go with guard at my next pick. It's not sexy, but if you look at their line and how terrible it was, you have to start in the trenches. You just can't go and get a ton of skill players in the draft and expect your really shitty team to all of a sudden be world beaters. Like, you have to start in the trenches. It's the old saying, and it's an old saying for a reason because it's tried and true.
Yeah.
Football's won in the trenches. So they got some defensive help. I mean, maybe they can go and get some help in the don't start with that private chat crap. Maybe they can get some free agents, but most of them that are out there will want a ton of money, and they're older guys. So it doesn't really help you for the future. It helps you for the immediate, but since you're not an immediate threat to really anybody, it'd be kind of a waste of money, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
So there's a couple guys in free agency that I would look at going to grab. I was thinking Richard Sherman.
Oh,
I was thinking Richard Sherman as a veteran presence because you can probably get him relatively cheap.
To do what?
He's following the defense over there. No, man, he's not a lockdown corner anymore, but he's still a good corner. He can still play.
He can't play man coverage.
Well, he can't play now because he retired, so I'm not getting him.
Did he retire?
He retired today.
Well, hey, I brought back Mike Pouncey, so you can.
I'm not going to bring him back. I'll let him go. It's okay.
You don't want him to
get Deion Sanders.
I bet Deion could still play too.
Champ Bailey.
There's some good ones out there. I'll tell you who I would want, and all of my free agents are basically on the defensive side of the ball because I think that would help the most because we've got a decent offense. We still have the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
My God.
This dude has been running the rock for longer than I've been alive, I feel like. I saw his rookie photo, and they put it next to, like, his current photo. It looks the exact same. That's it. It is the exact same. But anyways, safety Anthony Harris from Minnesota is out there. It's a big-time guy that they could get to automatically help the back end of that defense. Like I said, Richard Sherman, he had retired, so I'd be looking hard at Adoree Jackson that the Titans had to release because of cap space. They would have loved to have kept him on. So
I like Adoree Jackson.
Yeah, and
they just released him, or he just got signed? I remember seeing his name pop up somewhere.
Who?
Just keep rolling. I'll figure it out.
He got released.
Okay. No, I was like,
he had gotten released.
Okay.
So that's what I've got. I didn't go too deep in the draft, but we've got quite a few picks. He said, "Move on to Chargers. Nobody cares about the Jets." You're right. Not even Jets fans care about the Jets,
dude. Like Jeremy was like gagging as he was doing his research, trying to figure out what he was going to do with the Jets.
The Jets are garbage.
I can't see none of the chat.
I feel you. There you go, Queasy. Queasy, this is hyped up. Bolts Pulse is hyped up. Queasy, hyped up for you. You better deliver, brother.
Bolts Pulse, he only wants to hear about the Chargers. I'm done with the Jets. We're going from a 2-14 team to like a 5-11 team. Let's go, and we'll move on from there. Queasy, you're up, baby. Chargers, what you got? Jets, suck. Can we change that? I do like Robert Saleh though.
The Chargers, we're gonna sign a kicker.
Oh man, that's a good drink, man. That ain't funny.
Nah, here we go. Let me say something about your Jets though, for real. The Jets are notoriously a sorry team. They are
here lately.
Again, I would. I'm getting on the Jets. I got you, man. I mean, I'm getting on the Chargers. I got you. But I would definitely try to get rid of Darnold to get something instead of nothing in a sense before that comes about, and kind of go from there. At least start from there.
Okay, I feel you. Like if you know he's not going to be your future starter, why not go ahead and cut him now?
Yeah,
or get rid of him.
And now you got a cheap quarterback for 4 years and 4 more years. And that's it.
I feel it, but I don't agree with it. But
but now on to the Chargers.
Chargers.
Go.
Oh, Justin Herbert.
Chargers go.
Yeah.
It feels electric in here.
Oh, Tyrod Taylor, punctured ass, long ass. Moving on to the Texans.
I think they do need to strengthen up their edge rushing, their defense. They always had a great linebackers, decent secondary, but they got to go after an Yakwe. And I don't think he's got signed just yet.
Can you say that again?
In Yakwe.
Clean
up the man.
Yannick. I've heard of Yannick and Yannick. I think it's Yannick.
It might be, and I apologize to him. But I think he'll be good as a starting edge rusher for them to get something going. They did have a lot of injuries last year. Herbert was hurt, and Ingram never did anything besides get a check.
I think he's gone too.
They should definely within the second round. I don't think he'll be able to get him in the first round.
He's signed already. Yannick? Did Yannick sign? I'm gonna check. Keep moving. I got you.
Okay. But you have a couple guys, the young man out of Clemson, running back. If I didn't get a chance to look at his name.
Travis Etienne.
Etienne.
I will definitely try to hop after him to strengthen my secondary. Last year, we've seen a lot of running backs jump off. Rookies did great once they got a chance. Dobbins, Akins.
Oh, that's right. 2 days ago, Yannick Ngakoue to Las Vegas. How did we miss this?
Yeah, I said it. And I thought I'd seen his name, but I wasn't positive.
That would have been a good move, though.
Yeah. Definitely got to strengthen our edge rushers, maybe even that
sucks, man.
JJ Watt.
He's gone.
Can he be retired too? I think he should be. He's old as hell.
He went to a champion contender.
Yeah. Hassan Riddick was pretty good from Arizona. I think he got signed. And also there was a young man from the Saints, edge rusher was. But again, that would be one of my number one objectives to get an edge rusher for them.
Yes.
A lot of them are getting signed quick. I mean, edge rushers don't last, man. And
I seen Bud Dupree got signed.
Yeah, Aquara got signed. Like they're getting signed left and right because it's such an essential piece. I mean, they're going quick. I mean,
you've got to get after the quarterback
signed,
in today's game. That's what it is. If you don't get to the quarterback, then offenses are just going to pass all over you. We've seen it left and right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Again, another free. Well, it's not a free agent. I would do a trade for.
Wait a minute. What?
I know. I'm kidding. They need a quarterback.
What,
man?
Whoa! What?
Oh man!
I was with you until that. What do you mean you need a quarterback?
No.
We do need a backup quarterback. Definitely.
Okay. If that's what he means, I can roll with that.
Backup quarterback, definitely.
Bolts pulse.
But I might be able to get there. I got to think in my head. I might be able to get there. But Njoku, tight end, which since we lost Hunter Henry, we got to get Njoku. I always love this guy. It seems like every time we got a chance to get on the field, he does pretty well. Plays on the Cleveland Browns, probably like third string now. They keep on pushing him back and never let him go. But I would love to go after him and get solidify a tight end situation and bring back that. I think that will help the Herbert still progress and give some good hands to throw to. Keenan Allen there, we still have good wide receivers, so I'm straight with that. But in the draft, I think we were drafting 13th or 16th. Let me see, double check. Up there, but I'm going to go after offensive lineman.
Queasy's going after an offensive lineman?
Bro, Queasy don't believe in offensive linemen.
Let's put a pause real quick. I'm sorry. So every time we always do this when we're talking to each other, Queasy always hates talking about linemen. He says it's like a waste of time taking linemen in the draft.
I do.
My whole strategy was build a line, man.
That was mine too.
And I seen you with Juju. Juju would be good. Keenan Allen is getting older.
Van Noy would be good too. He's
Hey. Queasy, suck on that.
Tyler Pitts, tight end.
Suck on that.
I don't think he'll last that long. He has great hand. I don't think he'll last that long. That's why I'm going after the Njoku.
All right. I feel that.
Njoku is a really good tight end. I don't think
Pitts will last that long, but I do want to solidify that tight end situation.
If Kyle Pitts fell to you,
definitely.
At 13, you grab him?
Definitely. I'll grab him with both hands.
You disrespected me last week for taking Kyle Pitts.
That's because you was taking him before all the wide receivers, all the other wide receivers.
No, he was my backup if the receivers were gone.
If 3 wide receivers were gone?
Where I was picking that, man.
at 3? I'm saying.
Suck it.
But again, at the beginning, I would definitely go after the offensive lineman, and because I don't think we'll get Kyle Pitts that low down there. So just trying to be realistic with it. I do want to solidify the running game because I don't think Gordon is going to be the thing to do.
Hey, I got a breaking news where I just saw where Gerald Everett signing with Seattle.
Okay.
Just hold still.
What's his name? Yes. But we do got to get a backup quarterback.
What was that?
No. We do got to get a backup quarterback for Herbert. And man, I was going to say Andy Dalton, but Andy Dalton's gone now.
Yeah, he just went to Chicago.
Oh, man. Andy Dalton's gone.
Andy Dalton. Oh, no. The Red Rocket.
The Red Rocket.
The Red Rocket's gone.
I wouldn't want to go after Trubisky. He's going to cost too much. Trubisky's going to cost too much. But it would definitely have to be a free agent, a good backup for them.
He said, breaking news, Chargers have $50 million and they're not signing anyone. Teams will sit on some of their cap space.
But again, the only signing I've said so far is the edge rusher. And Alex Smith would be a great backup.
Alex Smith
would be a great backup for Herbert. I like that. I like that a lot.
Any team that signs Alex Smith at this point is just going to be viewed in a positive light. Everybody's going to be like, "Oh man, Alex Smith." Everybody loves Alex Smith right now.
Yeah,
I'm not real sure if Alex Smith wants to play anymore. I heard he was talking about hanging him up. I haven't seen that.
I mean, because he was mad because the Redskins wouldn't play him. The Washington football team wouldn't play him sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Get PC in here, Queasy.
Come on, son.
But yeah, he was mad because they wouldn't play him sooner. But as the coach said, I mean, dude, if you play great, but if you get hurt, then it's on us. And it's like, why'd y'all play him? You know, with half a leg out there.
Because we're paying him. Would be the easy answer.
I'm just saying, you don't want to see somebody. You don't want to see anyone get hurt.
No.
What the heck?
Somebody's been drinking too much.
Had to open a beer. Sorry.
But I think Alex Smith would be a great pickup for them behind a young quarterback like that. But he has to understand 99% of the time, the plan is for you to be backup and a mentor.
I think it'd be a great mentor.
I do too.
Herbert,
but he got to understand that. Again, I think he has that idea like, oh, I got that itch. I want to start as quarterback. Oh, bro.
Look,
that's not going to happen.
In my opinion, the Chargers are in a spot where Herbert's turned out to be one of the best rookie quarterbacks and has he's online, in my opinion, from his skill set to be one of the best quarterbacks, it could be in the future of this league.
Yeah,
I'm not saying like he's Hall of Fame, he's better than Brady and none of that crap. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he has the potential to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's what I'm saying. So if they play it correctly, the Chargers could have a dynasty on their hands if they can put the right pieces around him, because it is hard. You can't just say, well, let's bring in all the best players we've got, because you have to pay everybody. Yeah. It's not, even if you took all the cap space that you have right now, and no, he's not. If you bring all the cap space that you have right now and you pay all the players that you think, you still have to pay them again. I'm like, then you won't have any cap space to roll over. So
somebody else is drinking too.
I do like Herbert a lot. I mean, a lot.
I do too.
I do too.
Especially in fantasy. Like, I can't understate how much I love Herbert, man. Dude's got a cannon. He can move. Like, he's great. Like, there's not a lot of bad things you can say about him. So you just got to get better at a lot of positions, though. I like Eckler. I like some of the receivers. Tight ends are gone. Defense is winning.
I don't love Eckler. I think Eckler is a good supplement. I don't see him as my starter. That's why I want to go into the draft. And again, maybe we can have lightning in a bottle again this year.
I see what you did there. Lightning in a bottle.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if you played Eckler right, you played Eckler correctly, he could have a play style similar to Christian McCaffrey.
He could be Kamara.
Do you have him on your fantasy team?
Kamara.
He's like,
I do have him on my fantasy team, and that's none of your business.
They need a bruiser back to really compliment him. They need to change. Like, he's more of the you toss a lot of screens to him. I mean, it's not like he can't run the ball, but he's not a bruiser type running back. He's not an A.J. Dillon.
You don't want to give him 20 rushes a game.
No, he can get 20, 25 touches. Screens, you don't want those slants, to be all handoffs.
Yeah, screens, slants, and handoffs mix it all up. And
if you're not taking your running back position and starting to put him in motion and sometimes line up at the wideout spot, like you're probably in the bottom half of these of the teams in the league because you're falling behind in times.
Yeah.
Let's go, P-Paul.
So again,
P-Paul.
Offensive lineman in my draft, first round. Second round, I'm definitely trying to go after Etienne from Clemson.
After who? Travis Etienne?
Yes. So, the running backs aren't going to go pretty fast. Again, I think Najee Harris might go first between
Travis
the two.
Travis Etienne is like diet right Najee Harris.
Exactly. So I think I can steal him. Javonte Williams from North Carolina. Yeah. Hey, he kind of tails off after that, but
he's a sleeper back, man, in this draft. Yeah. I'll be interested to see where he goes.
Chuba Hubbard and Trey Sermon as well. Those guys are going way lower than they should, from what I'm seeing. And
Hubbard's going like third round.
Yeah,
third round.
So again, I will try to solidify those things right there to get my Chargers going, because I think they have a good groundwork. We're already bringing in a new head coach. Asante Samuel Jr.
Drafted.
I love how Quizzy leaned up like he was trying to look over the screen.
Who
typed that?
I got a lot of alcohol in the way, so I'm trying to look over the bottles and stuff. He's on round 4, bruh.
He's deep in it. You know he's a Chargers guy, man. You're over here
GM
and dog.
We like you, Bolts Post. We like you. You need to show back up.
Yeah, man.
You're fun.
Definitely. And I appreciate you joined up on the right day. That's
because I hashtag Chargers. That's why he's here.
But it's too bad because I'm the GM today, and we're going after a kicker.
Kicker first round. We're making history.
I do like the Alex Smith pick. I really do. And again, I do want to solidify the tight end, and I think we have to go with a trade in order to get him. So I like those things. And again, I think to help Herbert stay upright, I do like the offensive lineman in the first round. I do not like taking offensive lineman in the top 10. I really don't.
It's a necessary evil, Queasy. It's a necessary evil. I know you hate offensive linemen. You don't like them.
I do. But
you just want to see 7-on-7 out there week in, week out.
I'm just saying, later on in the rounds, maybe because you do get them cheaper, and they're one of the highest paid players, out there behind quarterbacks. So you do want to catch them early.
So.
Yeah, you do. You do want to get them early, so you have a couple years with them as a rookie. But that would be my kind of thing to go after them. They're going to have new quarterback, new foundation, new coach. I'm sorry, new foundation. So I see some bright things for them.
Yep.
But again, they have a lot of injuries last year, so I think even Keenan Allen went down for a while too. So I
like Mike Williams a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm not huge. I don't really like, honestly, personally, Mike Williams a whole lot. And now that they got Hunter Henry gone,
we definitely will.
I'm with Bolts, man. They're not doing any moves, and I'm wondering, what are they waiting on? You know what I mean? Are they trying to get better? Are they trying to sit on their cap space and using it for next year? Because you can do that. What are you doing? Are you just losing out on a lot of guys? You lost your tight end. Are you okay with losing that weapon?
Let's be real. And this year is going to be weird. We all know that the salary cap has dropped for everybody. And for that reason, I feel like a lot of really good players are going to end up getting cut. And when the dust settles, there's going to be good guys sitting there not able to play on a team, if you're still sitting around with some cash in hand.
Yeah. Definitely a ton of 1-year contracts. A ton of them. I don't know if that's to bring them in and then try to wait till the cap go back up and then re-sign them again. But definitely a ton of 1-year contracts out there. Pretty much everybody I've seen had a 1-year contract out there.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that I saw where they couldn't come to terms on a contract, quote unquote. That's what I'd seen.
Yeah.
In other words, they didn't want to pay him as much as what he wanted.
Yeah.
He's a damn good tight end.
He is.
But if you've got $50 million to spend and he's one of your best weapons, why not throw it at him? Work something out with him.
I don't know.
I know. Again,
I'm asking you, Queasy, your GM.
The tight end is one of those funny positions where, again, you have most. Let me say this: most teams with dynamic tight ends, they're usually kind of like the best on their team. Even with the Chiefs, you can almost say Kelsey this is the best on that team.
Yes.
Hunter Henry is not the best on that team. Keenan Allen is still that face of that team on the offensive side as far as weapons.
Okay.
Not Hunter Henry. So you don't want to throw all your money there.
Yeah, that's why I like that tight end pick from Florida there. If he was to be there, you could take him. He's a super talented tight end, right? Even if you had to, would you move up, Queasy, as a GM? Would you move up to get him, say, at – where'd you say you were picking at, 15?
13.
14, somewhere in there? 13?
Yeah. Yes. Would I move up?
Would you move up to get him? Bolts, would you move up to get him?
I wouldn't move up to get him. That'd be a tough choice because I would also have to give up something else. Obviously,
I would be willing to bet that he may fall there because the draft's always everybody always looks. All of us fans and stuff, we're all just fans, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to definitely be in the top 10. I think Pitts is going to be in the top 10.
I mean, you never know. That's my point. Like we all look at it and we look at these mock drafts, right? And you look at them. All these experts are looking at it. I mean, how many times have you seen a guy drop? I mean, drop far. Especially now that you don't have anything to really go on except game tape and their pro day if they even participate.
Yeah.
So,
and again, I haven't seen the tight ends that's going at the very top, very high in drafts, has been.
I can't even really remember a tight end going super high. I don't really pay attention all the time, but
but I mean it's
high.
Average guys. The one from the 49ers that Mike Singletary was mad at. He went very high. You know what I'm talking about?
You remember when Mike Singletary was coach, dude?
Yeah.
He was always so pissed off. I just loved it. He was such a bad coach, though.
He was a high draft pick. And also the tight end.
Davis. That's who you're talking about. God, what's his first name? I know who you're talking about for the Niners.
Yeah. So a couple of high tight ends aren't like, okay, that turned out to be Kelsey. No, it didn't turn out to be Kelsey.
Yeah.
Or that turned out to be Shannon Sharp. No, that didn't turn out to be.
Let's be honest, a lot of teams don't want to take a tight end in their top. Like, every team's got their needs, right? And most of them, that's why you see most of your top picks are either quarterback, offensive lineman, usually tackles, and then you've got like your edge rushers. That's your top three. And you don't see running backs taken usually even in the first round.
Exactly.
You don't see tight ends taken very often in the first round. You might see one, maybe two, and then the rest are all way down. Receivers, a few up in the first round, but a lot of them are going to be like, a couple safeties, maybe one corner.
And that was my thing. That was my thing with Kyle Pitts. And, it's as far as it's a good and a bad thing because, again, he's getting punished because of the two letters, just tight end.
Yeah.
Whether he catches as many catches as Kelsey and as many catches as Michael Thomas as a wide receiver, it don't matter because his pay is capped because he's a tight end, which is wrong.
It's the way the league goes, baby.
It's easy to say that unless you're that dude.
Remember when Graham was trying to get paid at tight end? You remember that? When Graham was trying, he was making tons of money, and not making tons of money, he was making a ton of plays. And then he ended up going somewhere else, and he didn't do so hot. He didn't do the same anyway.
It's easy to say that. It's very easy to say that, once you see the future.
Exactly.
But you cannot tell me when he was with the Saints.
There's a ton of people that wish they could have made different decisions. Look at Houston over there. Look at Andrew's face right now.
Hey, he looked like the Texas GM. You know what I'm saying? But what the heck just happened?
Where you at, dog?
Bolt's poll. Ooh, I like that.
What is this?
This is Bolt's. He did
Instagram
his,
page.
Already took care of the offensive lineman.
Bro, that is a lot of needs too, and I would even venture to say you got safety, corner, DELB. You got every spot on defense, which I agree, especially the back end. Corner and safety for the Chargers was lacking hardcore.
And wide receiver 3, I feel like that's a spot you could fill in a late round draft pick and probably be okay.
Depends on what you've got going. You might be able to pick a.
So let me ask: Are you? Let me ask Bolts. Are you fine with the running back situation?
Wait.
Bolts.
Oh,
what?
Hunter Henry's dad. That's what he wanted us to see.
I can't see it, bro. It's way too short. It's too small.
It says Mark Henry says, "I woke up a New England Patriots fan today. Wish Bolt Nation all the best." Bolt Pulse said, "Why would Hunter leave us?" Mark Henry says, "No contract."
Yeah, that's what I had seen too. They couldn't come to terms on a contract. They don't want to pay him.
Wait.
Get him.
That's
please.
what you got out of that. Not that he's talking to his daddy.
Who cares? I see that kind of stuff all the time. To me, look, it don't matter, man. What happened is whoever the actual GM is, which I don't even know. Bolts probably knows. He's a fan. of the Chargers, they didn't want to pay him that much money. And the Patriots over there like, man, we got the money and we need weapons for Cam's sorry ass. Come on over, man. We need somebody who can run a damn 10-yard dig and be open, with a big body guy because Cam can't hit the broadside of a barn. We need somebody that can get it there. Somebody that can step in, make a small adjustment in that 5-yard route and actually make a catch.
Hey, Andrew, can you put up the Vaseline, please? Please.
Tom Telesco, thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, guys, it's about time to wrap it up. Bolt Pulse, thank you for joining us today.
I do appreciate it, sir.
You were a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun.
You were the second best GM, Bolts.
Bruh.
You can tell
I got the Texans straight. How much credit do I get for that?
You didn't get the Texans nothing.
I got the Texans straight.
I got the Jets. I got the Jets like 4 extra wins, dude.
I brought back Kelsey out of retirement.
Hey,
I
good
had to get
job.
that since to leave Sherman in retirement.
Good job, guys. Good job, man.
All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us. As always, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We're on Instagram.
Instagram now, too.
Yeah, Instagram. Hey, good stuff on that Instagram, boys.
YouTube, of course. Yep.
Yes.
But like we like to say around here, as always, go for 3.
Go for 3.
Go 3, baby.
Oh, hold on real quick before we kill it. Before we kill it.